your neck out and pick Gold Coast tonight, mate, or not? Chance if it's wet. It's wet.
You need a strong team. At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. When it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims, choose TPIL, the Personal Injury Lawyers. Kicking goals for Queenslanders since 1983. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of AFL Queensland.
AFL Nines, it's footy for best mates looking to be teammates.
Cardio fiends after a bit of competition.
Legends of the game, looking at making a comeback.
There's footy for when your week's pretty cooked. Or for fitting it in between classes.
It's footy!
It's footy.
It's footy!
It's footy for me.
Get into a grand final to lose a grand final. I think Tweed are happy to be in it. They upset. Whoever they beat again, they hadn't beat them either. So. They've got two, I'll give you one thing, they've got two mother-daughter combinations, the Tigers.
You can talk about that if you like, because
I've got Santa too. You got that text too?
who are the players to watch?
TPIL Lawyers, QFAW Division 2
Bevan, pretty good, 27.
starting with the Tweed Coast Tigers.
Yeah.
Number 2, Brock Hawkey. Number 4, Chantel Brown. Number 5,
Tweed Coast, McNally on ball at 32. Jess Mitchell, their captain. They've got two, they're older girls, they're key forwards, but they're pretty handy. Chantel Brown and Rachel Kelly.
Number 21, Peyton Newman. Number 32, Alana McNally. Number 34, Matt Campbell. Number 35, Ricky Bell Warren. Number 40, Tennille Mitchell. Number 41, Billy Hutton. Number 42, Cassidy Hutton. Number 45, Olive O'Brien. Number 46, Priscilla O'Brien. Number 50, Jasmine Harkin. Number 52, Isabella Chopra. Number 55, Amy Fulton. And number 77, Rachel Kelly. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 TPIL Lawyers QFAW Division 2 South Grand Final between Coolangatta and Tweed Coast. On behalf of AFL Queensland, we acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land we play on today, the Yungabear people, language-speaking people, and recognise their continuing connection to the land, waters, and resources. We pay our respects to their elders, past and present, and extend our acknowledgement to all First Nations people joining us today. I'd now like to invite everyone who is able to join our players in our players and being upstanding to the Australian national anthem.
Well, welcome everyone. We have our final game of the afternoon, and it's a huge one. It's the 2025 TPIL QFAW Grand Final decider between the Coolangatta Blues and the Tweed Coast Tigers from just down the road, the local neighbours. We've just come off two cracking encounters. Coolangatta are in all three grand finals this afternoon, just going down in extra time to Bond University in the senior men, and before that just going down to the Carrara Saints in the reserve grade. So the Cooley Bluebirds will be on a mission to make sure it's not none from three. They'll be willing, the officials will be willing these girls to get the job done and bring some silverware home back to Len Peak Oval, Coolangatta this afternoon. But the Tigers, they've come from nowhere really. They won their semi-final and come from the clouds. They're a pretty tight-knit group, and they'll be looking to upset the Bluebirds, who haven't lost all season. They've been undefeated. And a couple of key players for the Blues women. Abby Bevan, the tall number 27's been good all year in the ruck and forward. Alira Palmushi's been a good forward, kicking 13 goals this season. Now, the Tigers women are an interesting outfit. They have two mother-daughter combinations, Priscilla and Olive O'Brien, and as well as Meg and Maddie Campbell. So a bit of a family affair here for the Tigers, and they're no strangers to grand finals. They have won a premiership before for a new footy club, and up against their neighbours, the powerhouse Coolangatta Blues, who are back in the QFA after a little bit of a layoff. So another thing worth mentioning, Katie Patterson, the heart and soul of the Tigers women, the coach, is moving back to Victoria tomorrow. So it's her last game with the Tigers. So the girls will hopefully send her out a winner. So I'm joined by Brad Moore here to call the action. The Tigers will go to the right of screen. The wind's all but dropped off now, which is fantastic conditions for the girls. As we get underway, ball's bounce. It comes out to our commentary side wing. Little soccer off the ground by the Blues. They're a fast, young outfit, the Blues. So good pressure early from the Tigers, though. They were able to wrap up, and a good, strong tackle, and it's awarded holding the ball. So the Tigers look on early, and here they go. So great pressure is what you want to see in the start of a grand final. Amy Fulton pumps the ball forward for the Tigers. So pressure's on there. They keep the ball in. Blues get the ball up. They're set up well, the Tigers. They're set up well, and Megan Campbell will get the ball going. She goes back out to the boundary, and good hands there for the Tigers. If the mark's awarded back to Amy Fulton for a second touch in a matter of a minute. And Brad, we're sort of coming off the euphoria of the extra time in the men, mate. We've had to take a break and regather and get ready for this big clash.
Yeah, you're right, Jules. And obviously Coolangatta have been the team to beat all year. But like you said, I mean, once you get into it, it's a two-horse race. And at the moment, Tweed have started really well with the ball in their front half. They've got loose players on the outside if they can get the ball there. But like the men just before them, very hot early, a lot of contests. This is the last game of the year, so every player out on the field is just going to give everything they've got to hopefully get the win.
Yeah, and the stoppage game and the territory battle, ground ball's so important in this grand final. So, but good little good little handball off the ground there to Abby Bevan, who we spoke of earlier, the dangerous player for the Blues. Well done there, the Tigers. They chopped that off across half back, and that was Katie Patterson, the lady we spoke of, the captain coach, and she's been part of the setup here with the Tigers for a very long time. The inaugural coach when the Tigers were accepted into the competition. So here we go through the number 5. Jamie Collins gets a forward inside 50 for the Blues.
Yeah, again, very contested, numbers around the contest. So one kick and there's lots of numbers here. So getting the ball to the outside is going to be really important to get some clear space to get shots on goal.
Bevan gets it down to her mids, but Fulton again, who's been very busy. That's her third possession early. Oh, a little bit crude in the back there. Accidental, of course, but it's worth a free kick, I would assume, to the number 10, Naisha Jenner.
Umpire's called a ball up.
Well, not sure what you have to do to earn a free kick there, Brad, but no. Anyway, she's come off. She's had the knee in the back and she'll need a little bit of assistance. Play on Bevan. We spoke of her earlier. Dangerous, tall. Gets it out, but they're out the back here, the Tigers. Little handball to space. They butter up, follow it up again. Ball dropped, pinging around on the ground, but the Tigers have the extra number there. Held it in, well done. Good tackle there by Brooke Hawkey.
Yeah, good intensity there, but you said Jenna, she got the knee in the back. She's a bit sore down here on the boundary line. Hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Fulton again involved. Working hard there is Simone Sharp for the Tigers. There's a big nest of players here. If someone get a quick kick out to space, they'll be off to the races.
Well, Tigers have got a player loose at half forward standing on her own. The Coolangatta player is just coming off now.
Fulton couldn't get a foot to the ball there. Plans the call. We'll probably have another stoppage here. So we said this territory battle. The scoring end was to our right of screen, Brad, in the men's game. We'll see what happens. It feels like the breeze has dropped off a little bit as we get closer to dusk this evening. Good little handball on the up by the Blues. Let's see if we get some... Patterson comes in hard. She gets a foot on it. Play on's the call. And ball held in there very nicely by Billy Hutton. She'll do a bit of work in the ruck, the young girl from Murwillumbah. Hutton gets her hand on it. Ball bobbles around. And I believe that is Fulton again, who started like a house on fire. The girls go up. Hutton and Bevan. Good play. They take them on here. The Blues player, Sierra James, took them on. Put the bumper bar out. Gets it inside 50 for the dangerous Moita. But holding the ball, she was collared there by Katie Patterson. No, sorry. Yep, Katie Patterson.
You love the attack by, I think it was Sierra James, here on the wing in front of the broadcast area, getting the ball forward for Coolangatta.
So Pato pumps it up the wing. Can they break a line here? Play on's a call. Well done by Brooke Hawkey, the local school teacher and the vice captain. She gets that up to Chantel Dooley Brown. It's a bad bounce. It's the old pitching wedge. Fools everyone, but Blues have a number or two. The Tigers do well, and it's a rundown tackle. If they can move this quick, they've got players out on their own. Hawkey's run to the goal square. But good little honours the lead. Good little hit-up target to Dooley. Dooley's Chantel Brown, affectionately known as Dools, is a dangerous forward. Maury, I've seen a bit of her before. She can kick multiple goals, so unselfishly, look at the run forward. That's well done there.
They're creeping forward, which is good ball use. Bit of composure with the ball in hand, but it's still a long way out with that breeze.
Alana McNally, look to see she's a very good midfielder normally, and she's hung that out to the left. Use the breeze. That breeze still looks like it's there, Brad. It's a bit deceptive here in the commentary box behind the glass, but it's still there. So that one's held in nicely by Billy Hutton, the tall player for the Murwillumbah Vulcans Junior. Of course, don't have senior women's. The Tigers are the beneficiary of the Murwillumbah products. So here we go. Great fist forward. The Blues players pounce on the loose ball, though. It's always, as you'd expect, a contested game early. Both teams just wanting to get a touch on the ball and assert a bit of dominance around the footy. Tricky time of the evening too. It's not quite dark. The lights aren't doing their thing. Well, great mark in front.
Great mark.
Front place, front position there. That's Ricky Bell Warren, the girl from Torquay. Quite a good surfer too. Pretty good in the ocean. So she puts that one forward. Ball hits the deck. Oh, a little in danger one there. Yeah, the umpire will have to pay that. The girl's picking up the ball, and the Coolangatta girl flew in with the boot. So number 11, Simone Sharp. Husband Nathan's a player with the men's team. Play on. And it's a good hand. Juggling mark there by Caitlin Newnham. The number 21. Let's see what she does with this. It's in the dead pocket. She does the right thing and squares it up, but the Blues players will wake up to that. They were probably watching the game before as They put that forward through Abby Bevan, and it's a good change of angles, and they've got space all of a sudden, Brad.
Oh, inside now. If they get that kick inside, they can run away here, Coolangatta. They've got numbers for overlap, but a great smother off the boot, which means the Tweed can keep the ball inside their front end.
Just probably one handball too many there from McNally, where after the smother they maybe could have gone forward, but good little turn of pressure there to stop Coolangatta in their tracks by the Tigers. So here we go. Ball bottles around. Hutton's worked her way into the game in the ruck. Kicks it out to space. The Blues will get to this one first through McDowell. But she's set upon. The tackle pressure's there from the Tigers. Fortuitously, the umpire paid the mark, but she went and played on Jamie Collins. Dangerous kick forward. It rolls out the back. Who's got the pace here? The Tigers girl runs onto it. Izzy Topper. She's got some wheels, but it's going to come straight back in. They'll have to reset the Tigers and make sure they don't leave any loose Blues in the forward 50. That's a good kick out in front, just falls short. Have to be clean by hands after the ground ball. Bevan gets one hand to it. Handball to space. Tigers trying to lock it up. Quick kick comes out of the pack. Which way is it going to bounce? It's a one-on-one in the pocket and bobbled out of bounds.
Yeah, so it's obviously very contested at the moment. I've been really impressed with some of the Coolangatta midfielders. Jamie Collins and Keely Parker working really hard there with Sierra James. They've got the ball locked in, probably against the flow of play, because Tweed Tigers started the game really well.
Yeah, as we said, the Blues are undefeated all year. They're a young, developing, fit team. Tigers, probably a few more experienced players in the lineup, but a very tight-knit group too. They'll believe they can get the job done, the Tigers, but they've started well. So balls straight up in the air, wouldn't have been paid 15. As we get a couple of rotations done on and off the bench. Big ground, Neptune Homes Oval, lots of space to cover. The Tigers, quick kick inside, attacking kick. If they can get this onto the outside, it's a good releasing handball there from Maddie Campbell. Can they go up the middle of Tigers? They keep that in front of them. Well done. Quick kick out is just enough to the advantage of a player. Good body work there by the Blues. But Billy Hutton, the strong body, keeps it in front of her. Gets the handball out. It's smothered as she does that. Good tackle pressure by the Blues. And that one's knocked out as she tried to handball. Plans the Blues crash into each other. Look at the tackle pressure. It's ferocious from both teams at the moment. As it goes towards the boundary line, there's a 2-on-1. And unlucky not to get the free kick was the number 8 for the Blues. It just, Elkerton copped one in the head as she went to pick up the ball.
Yeah, her head was over the ball. We thought she might have been protected there by the umpire. But ball up here. But yeah, it's very hot at the moment. It's great at the contest, both teams.
Billy Hutton goes up. So the Tigers have got an extra number behind the stoppage here, but they can't get it to that player. They're set up pretty well. Love to see the ball out into that open side where the players can run and create. Comes back to Hutton. Little push in the back, but play on. Let's see who can be clean at ground level here. Well done by the Coolangatta player, the number 16 there, Alana Clark. That was class. But good mark overhead there by McNally. Penciled in her as one of the key players at the start of the game, McNally. They play on. They've got one out here.
They've got one in loose inside 50 as well.
Campbell's run forward. Play on's the call. Brooke Hawkey kicks it, just gets some territory. If they can get a stoppage here and some field position, they'll be happy. The Blues run it out. Attacking play there. But it could, just does enough to get that over the top. So they do well to defend, but looks like the Tigers are set up structurally pretty well across the 50. Well, that was close to a throw, but play on's the call. And that is it. That quarter went very quickly, Brad. And both teams have just put the feelers out and no score as yet.
Yeah, look, there wasn't a lot of stoppages. Both groups were competing really hard at the contest, and the ball was sort of going backwards and forwards between between the arcs predominantly. At times it looked like Tweed Tigers were out and they had an opportunity to score, but then Coolangatta, when they were able to move the ball, they actually looked like they had an opportunity as well. But as you would expect in a grand final, it doesn't matter what level, or male or female, when there's a grand final and a winner to be had, no one giving an inch. So great to see from both teams.
Thanks, Brad. We'll just pause and take a little breath as the girls have a drink, and we'll be back with live action in a few minutes. Thank you.
Need a strong team. At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. When it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims, choose TPIL, the personal injury lawyers. Kicking goals for Queenslanders since 1983. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of AFL Queensland.
AFL 9s, it's footy for best mates looking to be teammates.
Cardio fiends after a bit of competition.
Legends of the game. Looking at making a comeback.
There's footy for when your week's pretty cooked, or for fitting it in between classes.
It's footy!
It's footy.
It's footy.
It's footy for me.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here for the QFAW Division 2 South Grand Final, and it's the Coolangatta Bluebirds versus the Tweed Coast Tigers. The girls know each other very well, just neighbours up the road, and entertaining first quarter. No score as yet, but it's a battle of the midfields so far, and a couple of the key players getting their hands on it, getting warmed up, and yeah, I think we're going to have a tight tussle this afternoon. I'd like to thank our sponsors, TPIL Lawyers, long-time sponsors of the QFA, and Bradnam's Windows and Doors, who sponsor our umpires. Speak of who, our umpires today, the field umpires are Adam Gregory and Andrew McKenzie, boundary Charlie Eggleton and Ethan Mitchell, goal umpires Jeff Miller and Jaden Peach. As we get underway for the second term, Tigers kicking to our left of screen. The Blues are the red-hot favourites here. They haven't been beaten all year. But if the Tigers continue with that sort of pressure, there could be an upset on hands. What a rundown tackle. The second quarter starting as the first did. The kick goes out in front of Chantel Dooley Brown. And, yeah, great energy there from the number 9, Jessica Mitchell, the skipper. Really, it's exactly what you want from a captain in a grand final, Brad.
Yeah, exactly right. That pressure, it looked like Cooley were about to move the ball forward. They had the outside run, but a great chase down.
the girls go at it. It's just been an arm wrestle with the key mids at the moment. For the Tigers, Alana McNally and Jessica Mitchell are the gun mids in there, and they're doing battle with, I think, Alana Clark and I mentioned the number 5, Collins earlier, and Elkerton have been good around the ball for the Blues. That's a strong tackle laid there, but no prior opportunity. So Hutton goes up in the ruck against Elkerton for the Blues. Fulton's been busy. She had plenty of the ball in the first. Good. Brought that ball to ground. Was Dooley, who's been a good target early for the Tigers, and they've got field position.
She has. I actually like the ruck battle between Hutton at the moment and Elkerton. They've been fantastic for both their teams.
Hutton gets it down, but sharked by the Blues player. Good body work. Good early body work. Fulton goes at it again. That's bobbled off a couple of feet, but didn't go out on the full. And we'll have another throw in. And
Sierra James, I like the way she goes out. She's very aggressive at the ball. She's been caught a couple of times, but she throws everything at the contest.
Pushing the back there. So the skipper, Jess Mitchell, started this quarter well. She's having an impact after that good rundown tackle. And there she goes. She'll put this just to the advantage of Dooley. Great overhead. We spoke about her hands. A good kick, probably a little bit far out. So it goes to a runner. Fulton back to Dooley. The 1-2. Top of the goal square. Can someone clunk it? Play on. Ball hits the ground. Mopped up well by the Blues, though. They put it back out. It may be coming back in sharp. Just runs past that one. Does well, though, to get a handball back after the bounce of the ball. Favoured her. This is kicked directly out of bounds, and it's probably going to be a free kick, yes. There wasn't much intent to keep that one in, as the captain coach, Katie Patterson, right in front of our commentary box, will take the kick and square this up beautifully. Goes to a nest of players to Fulton over the back. Hutton crashes the pack, takes a few bodies with her, a few slow to get up as the ball hits the deck. Cooley have been good at ground level, though. They've got some class in that. But Fulton continues to get the ball, and the coach will be happy with her effort early, Brad.
Yeah, and look, we said before the game, undefeated Coolangatta, but obviously there's no expectations on Tweed, and they've probably played the better football consistently, and they've got the ball up in their end of the field. It's going to be which team takes their chances. They've both had some inside 50s, but being able to hit the scoreboard is going to be really important.
Mitchell again, the captain, started this quarter well. She gets it going. Can the players get it out to the fat side and get some space? Good pressure again. The Tigers will have to keep this pressure up. So this is against the flow a little bit, and it's in the hands of dangerous Abby Bevan. That's a smart kick. Just going inboard, changing angles.
Tweed Tigers are just set up defensively well here. It's going to be hard to find a mark.
Yeah, they've rushed back well. They're working hard defensively. It's a good kick. Bevan just worked her way back to be the target there. Ball comes out. Well done. Didn't sit on that one. Got it moving. So here we go. Can Tweed use the space here? Oh, well done there by Brooke Hawkey, the vice captain. Got some wheels. That's fantastic. And the player, good pressure. Play on's the call. They get it to ground. Loose ball. This is a big one. Leg speed could win out here. And clean hands. The Blues do. So well done. But there's a nest of Tigers back here. They should be able to deal with this one. Well done there by McNally on the left boot. But good hands. Good hands. So being played between the arcs at the moment.
Oh, she's come off the bench.
Battle. She's come off the bench and run straight past it. And she'll give Sierra James a chance to get on that one, but
you called it. You had Brooke Hawkey, the run and the attack on the ball off half back. They looked like they were out there in Tweed Tigers, but they just couldn't get the ball deeper inside their forward 50.
Off hands, couldn't complete the mark. The Coolangatta. Fulton the handball backwards again. Well done. This time more attacking handball. Kick just has enough to get over the back. Bit of composure now. I like the way they've slowed this down, just assessing the situation. Onto the left foot. Well done there, Campbell. That's good play. Part of one of the two mother-daughter combination. Oh, there might be a bit of trouble here. Is it a high fend? Holding the ball. Wow.
That was a bit hot, I thought.
It was hot. I thought it might even be a high fin, but the umpire deemed that she didn't get rid of that quick enough. So here they go. The handball receive's been good from Tweed as well. It's a kick to the top of the square. Just didn't have enough legs, and Coolangatta were able to deal with that.
Yeah, they look the more likely Tweed Tigers, but in those moments they've just got to work out getting their numbers deeper inside 50 before they kick, because Coolangatta have got the numbers at the top of the goal square. The Tweed Tigers have got the numbers around the outside, but they need to get them deeper in to get a scoring opportunity.
Good intercept mark, but that one's just going to get pushed into the dead pocket there. So by the number 45 in Olive O'Brien, another one of the mother-daughter combos here at the Tweed Coast Tigers, the family club. What a battle here, but Tweed Coast have all the play in this. It hasn't really left their half of the ground in this second quarter, so let's set up well behind the ball too. Cooley finding it hard to exit as Bevan stands the mark. Can the Tigers somehow score out of all this possession, because they're having a good period? Oh, she's played on, been caught with the ball, take the advantage. Flying shot at goal, just across the face, but it's a score. It's our first score of the afternoon. The Coolangatta player, number 2, Ava Ma, took off and a, what would you call, a pack of Tigers just swamped her.
Well, she didn't know there was a forward behind, and she read it really well and tracked her down. So she was oblivious to someone coming from behind, but really impressed with the Tweed Tigers at the moment. They do look like the better side. There's some individuals for Coolangatta that can be really dangerous, but at the moment, as a group, the Tweed Tigers are playing better together.
Brad, we've missed our opportunity there for the snuck up like a librarian call. Unfortunately, it was a perfect one to call it. We should have been onto that. Here we go. Coolangatta finally get it out the back here. Can they go coast to coast? It's a good little bump there. Tigers seem to be able to have all the answers and around the ball, but it's a free kick to the Blues, which will help them. They've got one running off the bench now that can run forward and create a bit of damage if they can get it in their hands, but well chopped off. They seem to be set up a kick behind pretty well. Pretty disciplined stuff by the Tigers. But the kicks, that's a bit of a wasted possession there.
That was Alana McNally. I think she's taken a couple of intercept marks now, and her rebound off half-back for Tweed Tigers has been quite telling.
Well, another one. So that's a good set of hands. Just pumped up the line. You'd like to see some change of angles.
Go.
Play on. A great mark by Kelly there. Can it get over the back?
Attack.
Oh, that was an important one. Just got a handball out. Play. Ball gets over the back. Who can be clean here? Wow, just got a total of the Coolangatta player. Let's see. But they're mopping it up again, the Tigers. Well done. Snapped inside 50. They're out on their feet down there. Oh no. There's an opportunity here. Can they get a clean pickup? Got to be clean over the ground ball. Umpire's call play on. We'll have a stoppage. Wow, it's all the Tigers at the moment, Brad. It is. It's
McNally's the one. She's had about 4 or 5 touches in the last couple of minutes. I've really been impressed with the way she's been able to get the ball to boot and move the ball forward. So she's sitting at the moment at the 50. She's the one that's putting it back in and giving the great drive for Tweed Tigers off half back.
McNally, Maddie Campbell's been good too. And they've got all the answers and they're set up structurally really well, the Tigers. They should be able to enjoy some more field position and territory here, but they'd love to score a goal. Goals are like gold in grand finals in low-scoring affairs. We saw a low-scoring affair in the men's game earlier, and it came down to a couple of key contests and cool heads in the end of the day that won it for Bond. So here we go. Beautiful conditions here. The wind's dropped off. There's still a little bit of sun. The lights are on, and a dry footy and a fast track. So here we go. Can someone break the lines here for the Blues? Oh, did she drop the footy?
Yes.
I think she did. Wow, that tackle pressure's been a feature. That was a great tackle there by the Tweed Coast Tigers girl to wrap it up. And good hands. They've been good overhead as well. This looks like Chantel Brown, affectionately known as Duel. She's claimed 3 or 4 grabs now. Pumps this one in. Can they get something? They need a mark here. Off a couple of sets of hands. Quick firing shot. There's time and space here if she can pick up the ball clean, but it bounces. Good shepherd there.
Yeah, McNally's
and over the shoulder. It was great shepherd. It was unselfish stuff, looking after her teammate.
Now, I've seen her being kicked the ball. She's not without a chance from this position. From what I've seen her kicking in the field of play, not without a chance.
It's not a bad effort. Oh. And it's the post. You were spot on, Maury. Spot on. You've been watching the warm-up as well. Dedicated to the craft.
But they are the better side at the moment, the Tweed Tigers. They're performing well, working hard for each other. Their tackle pressure's been fantastic. Coolangatta just can't get any free ball movement.
So 0 goals, two behinds the Tigers. And the Blues yet to score. They haven't been able to get inside their territory this quarter at all. And we're right at the tail end of this the last part of this second term before we have the long break. So Cooley exiting now. Can they make one last surge before the halftime break? It's in the right hands with Bevan. She's the danger woman for the Blues. She changes angles well and kicks the ball well. That's well done. But this is where the Tigers have been good. They've been able to intercept and repel. The captain Mitchell's just come back on. She's scrapping and fighting hard there. Another ground ball get. Well done. And the Tigers will probably drop one back into the hole just in case here. Getting right towards the end of this second term. Umpire throws it up. Important stoppage here. Bevan does well. Sharks her own ruck tap. Throw, I believe that one was. So let's see if the Tigers can go forward here and run and spread. They don't look in the middle. They go to the far side. It's a 2-on-1. Coolangatta camp under it. Play on's the call. Quick kick. Well done. Good chest mark. Protected the ball drop there. So they will go inside 50, the Blues. Let's see what they can do. Just a chest mark drop, but tapped out well. Patterson, they deal with it well. The Tigers. Ricky Bell-Warren involved there as well. Good play. Mitchell working hard. She's come off the bench. She's had a little rest. She's fresh as a daisy.
Oh, McNally's going all on her own.
Here we go.
She's got someone in the middle.
Yeah,
she sees her.
If you look in the middle, it's Dooley.
But they've got nothing up for her.
It's
all
Hawkey, I should say. We saw her before, Hawkey. She's got wheels. She's held. She'll take the advantage, Hawkey. She'll have a bounce. She'll have to run it in and draw a defender. What's she going to do? She's going to go herself, Hawkey. Puts it up. But good pressure from the Blues. The goalkeeper got back. That was smart by Aboudi.
Love the confidence to take the game on. It deserved a goal of the day candidate, basically. But McNally's been really impressive.
Wow, an exciting end to the second term here in the QFA Division 2 South Women's Grand Final. The dominant team of the year, the Coolangatta Blues, they are looking to bring home some silverware to the club after the reserve grade men and the senior men were unable to do so. But the Tweed Coast Tigers, the new club from down the road, are having a big say in that. They enjoyed a lot of possession that quarter, Maury, and were able to put on a couple of points and unlucky not to register a couple of goals.
No, they were. Look, I was really impressed. I think they had the better of that second quarter in particular, the Tweed Coast Tigers. Coolangatta, they look like they've got some really good quality players, but they just can't get the ball into their front end. And the defenders for Tweed Tigers, like I said, McNally, I've been really impressed with her. She's been able to rebound off half-back, and she's got a really good left-foot kick. And then you've got the likes of Hawkey, who almost kicked goal of the day, running into goal, taking a few bounce and taking the game on. But low-scoring game, so it doesn't mean that Cooley are out of it, but obviously Tweed Tigers have done everything that they need to do in this grand final to take that lead into the main break.
Yes, very good, Brad. And, like I said, entertaining affair. We're none the wiser as to who our QFAW champions are going to be this evening. We'll find out after the break. We'll be back with you shortly. Thank you.
You need a strong team. At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. When it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims, choose TPIL, the personal injury lawyers. Kicking goals for Queenslanders since 1983. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of AFL Queensland.
AFL 9s, it's footy for best mates looking to be teammates.
Cardio fiends after a bit of competition.
Legends of the game. Looking at making a comeback.
There's footy for when your week's pretty cooked, or for fitting it in between classes.
It's footy!
It's footy.
It's footy!
It's footy for me.
welcome back, viewers, to the QFAW TPIL Lawyers Grand Final, the Division 2 South Women's Grand Final. We've had a fantastic afternoon here with some really quality footy, and it's not dropping off in the slightest. We've got a great tussle here between the favourites, the Coolangatta Bluebirds. They are undefeated side, and but it's the Tweed Coast Tigers from down the highway that are just taking it right up to them at the moment. You're with Julian Vanendries and Brad Moore from AFL Queensland. Brad, how did you see the first half?
Yeah, look, it's very hard for both teams to score, but Tweed Tigers look like the more dominant side out there. I know they're playing against a team that hasn't been defeated this year, but they worked really hard. Their physical pressure on Coolangatta when they had possession of the ball was fantastic, and they had a couple of players on the outside who were able to transition the ball. But without a goals being scored, you would say that it only is going to take a 1 or 2 goals by any of these teams to get the victory. And I think it was only a 2-goal game earlier in the season when they last met.
Yeah, very good. I know we're impressed with number 32, Alana McNally, for the Tigers. That just seems smart, a smart play that sets herself up in the right spot to receive, some intercept marks there, like you said, as well as the strong dukes of Chantel Brown every time it went forward. The only thing lucky from the Tigers was just their inability to finish all those opportunities. So if they can get that right, they'll be way out in front. But like we said, the Blues are the top team of the year. Expect a response and some field possession of their own for this term. For the Blues side of things, I've been impressed with Jamie Collins, the number 5, as well as the ruckman Abby Bevan, who goes forward as well. She's dangerous, so we'll keep our eye on her as we get things underway. There's the ball on the far wing scoreboard side of Neptune Homes Oval, but the Blues do well. But there's that tackle pressure again from the Tigers. They just seem to be able to put the clamps on the Blues as they're exiting stoppage.
I think the boundary umpire is lassoed, so it's a free kick to Tweed Tigers. Must have gone off the boot of Coolangatta.
Good pick up, Maury. Flying over the back there, the Tigers, but they're doing making all the play and all the running at the moment. They've started well. They've come out of the sheds, switched on. So a little chippy kick forward, and the Coolangatta play just runs past that one. Let's see. There's that tackle pressure again. Play on's a call. There's a smother as well. Blues are pressing forward. There's the awkward light at the moment, with the lights not quite kicking in.
But you're right, Jules. The difference between the two teams, Tweed Tigers, their tackle pressure has been fantastic. The pressure they're putting on Coolangatta so they can't move the ball freely, or they lock the ball in like they've just done there as well. One-on-one around the ground, like you said, it's starting to get a little darker, a little more difficult to see.
That's Fulton in and under again. I was impressed with her first half. Almost had the magnet with the footy. It just kept coming to her. So Billy Hutton's been dominant in the ruck as well. So good kick forward by the Blues, though, into the corridor, which is creating a bit of danger for the Tigers. They'll have to be good to defend this. They are. Ball bobbles out, and we'll have another stoppage. I like it when the girls take on the corridor and with the hard ground at the moment, the bounce of the ball can one way or the other, but it generally ends up in good things for the attacking team. So here we go. The Blues just getting a hand on that one. Tigers, a little handball at the back. It's chopped off there by the number 6 for the Blues in Keely Parker. Another smother by the Tigers. The coaching staff have got to be happy with the intent and the pressure. It's what's a high rating pressure game in the AFL, Maury? Around 200?
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, definitely. If you can get into the around the 200, you're doing really well. And Tweed Tigers have been good in that instance.
Another stoppage situation here. Just a little kick out. Well done there. So 2-on-1 here. The Blues should win out. They've got the extra number there. Well mopped up there by Abby Ackerhurst. But chopped off again.
They're doing well. They've a lot of Coolangatta players ahead of the ball here. So if they square it up like they've done.
Well, that's the right side to come in from. You were speaking earlier in the men's game, Maury, and generally good things happen when you come in, but a bit of a shallow entry, couldn't quite get it deep enough. And that one will be a lasso. Yes, you're right. A Ted Lasso. And it's going to be another free kick for the Tigers. So they're just starting to control things again, the Tigers, as they did in the second term.
If they can find a short pass and get the ball a little deeper inside 50, might give them a better chance to hit the scoreboard.
A couple of players run under that one. It goes over the back. And look, there's 3 or 4 tacklers. You just love seeing that as a coach. But when they just refuse to let that footy out. And
not a lot of free ball movement, is there, at the moment? Very contested. Here's an opportunity.
Oh, good smother by a Coolangatta player as well. But this is
great
again,
kick.
I think. Dooley, there's those mitts again. They're just clamps, aren't they? But it was the speed again.
Loose player.
Wow. Well, she was the one that kicked it to Hawkeye,
yes.
to Dooley.
Yes.
Maddie Campbell. Have we got Megan Campbell? Who have we got here? We'll see when she turns around. Number 34, yeah, Maddie Campbell. So involved in the initial kick to Dooley and then ran forward and received it again. So let's see what she can do here. Runs around onto the left foot. It's a good-looking kick. It's going to fall short. Can someone mark it or get a crumb? There's a little bobble. Careful not to give a free kick. The Blues, I think there's a jumper hold there. And there was. Once you see the parachute, the jumper get pulled out, the umpire has to pay it, and I think that's what they saw. But this is no guarantee. It's only 15 metres out, but it's a tough angle.
That's Brooke Hawkeye. She's been really solid. Looks like
off one step. Hawkeye, they're clapping already. It goes over the umpire's head, and wow. And you've got to say the Tigers have earned that goal. They've had all the possession in the second and now the start of the third term. And
yeah, they have it, but you're right. Maddie Campbell off half forward. She ran, broke a tackle, got the ball inside forward 50. I think it was to Chantel Brown who took the mark, and then Chantel Brown kicked it back to her. She's had the shot on goal, and they've been able to win the free kick. Now, only 1 goal scored in the game, but it's 1 goal too. So effectively, Coolangatta need at least 2 shots on goal to take the lead here. So everything going well for the Tweed Tigers, and credit to them. They've outperformed, I think, Coolangatta. Coolangatta just can't get any free ball movement, especially forward or centre, to look like scoring.
Yeah, it's all off the back of this pressure and the willingness to tackle and smother by the Tigers. And there's a 666.
I think the Coolangatta wing...
No, ran in too early. Yeah. Wow, and it's a 50-metre. Wow, that's a big penalty, isn't it, Brad? I didn't realise the free kick and the 50, is it?
I'm not too sure
why
the free kick's over here, though. Jules, I'll be honest with you. I thought that should have just been a free kick in the centre circle.
It's not a 50. It's just from where she ran in, apparently. So that's really good to get out on the lead. That's McNally, who's been a standout this afternoon. And goes short. Unfortunately, probably not the best option to that dead pocket. We haven't seen much good happen from that pocket today. But we'll get a throw in, and the Tigers will get a chance to set up.
Yeah, the Tigers had the loose play there. It was the right option, just miscued the kick.
Here they go. Oh, the Coolangatta girl, again off the back of pressure. She had no option but to drop that one. And it was a fantastic wrap-up tackle by Jess Mitchell, the captain.
Yeah, she's been really good as well today.
Not by foot there. That's not one of her best, but we'll get a stoppage. So, yeah, just want to capitalise on this dominance, the Tigers. Hutton and Bevan go up. That's been a good battle. Scott. Oh, overhead. Who was that? Was that Bell Warren? Ricky Bell Warren.
They just seem to be winning a lot of the one-on-one contest, Jules, the Tigers. Better at the contest, taking those contested marks.
Hutton gets it to ground, but the Blues are onto this. If they can get a lucky bounce here, Patterson, the experienced campaigner, has got it covered, though. They get it out. Now Mitchell, the skipper, gets it back going in the direction of the Tigers. The Rucks go at it. Here they go again. That was Hawkeye. She's got wheels to McNally. They've been dangerous, those two. It's going to get over the back. But they're able to deal with it through Ava Ma, the Blues. But it's a nest of Tigers just set up there. And the lead, Dooley just got pushed under it. Play on's the call. Coolangatta are just looking to run onto one of these long balls out the back, and it looks like they're a chance here through the number 3 in Moyata. She's got some wheels, but intercepted again. Who have we got here? Well done. Play on's the call. That was knocked out in the tackle.
That was Topper who came off her opponent and attacked the ball. She did really well there because it looked like you had Taylor Morita, who looked like she was going to run forward, but all the work to be done for Coolangatta now. They still just can't get the ball into their front half of the ground. It's been really impressive by the Tweed Tigers.
They've got some genuine leg speed too, the Tigers. Fantastic. Stopped in her tracks. You won't see a better tackle than that in a grand final. And then, I'm not sure which way that's going. And then the Coolangatta player jumped on and dragged it in. So it's all going the Tigers' way at the moment. And if they can keep up this pressure, it's going to be near impossible for the Blues to score. The Blues are almost hoping that it drops off at some point. It is relentless. Good kick going forward by Sharp. Good ground ball there, but again, swamped immediately and caused the throw. There you go, there's that pressure factor again.
Everything going the Tweed Tigers' way, isn't it, at the moment? Free kicks are going their way, and it's all because of the pressure they're putting on the ball carrier.
They just want to tidy up their ball use, the Tigers, and that's a dangerous ball inside, changing angles. There's a tackle pressure coming again. Surprise, surprise. A kick forward by Fulton. Well done. Dooley's presenting well. Gets the handball out. Players just come off the bench. Ball bounces back inside. Coolangatta get the hands on the up. And immediately, as soon as they look up with the ball, there's a yellow jumper there. Well, a little bit high there. Number 45 for the Tigers, Oliver O'Brien, will wheel around onto the right. Good kick to space. Can they get this to ground? Good overhead mark there by Collins, who's been good all afternoon for the Blues.
She's tried really hard. She's tried to spark her team. She's been tackled a few times, but she's trying to do what she can as a midfielder.
There's the dangerous Bevan, class above the former academy player. Got slung to the ground, but I think she's going to get paid holding the ball, so probably unlucky there, Abby Bevan. O'Brien again, another kick. They're just unable to connect at the moment, the Tigers.
They're not, but they're doing everything right, Jules. They've got the ball in their front half. Coolangatta can't take the ball forward at the moment.
But Bevan's been a tower of strength all year for the Blues, and nothing different today. And it's a good, dangerous kick. Oh, good contested mark there by Ma. I like that they're going inboard here. They give themselves a chance to score. Here we go. We spoke of Collins again. Collins is collared with a tackle.
And again, just when you thought Coolangatta, if they could get the ball out the back, they had all that space. But the Tweed Tigers defenders have been fantastic. They've come off their opponent when they needed to. They've attacked the ball a little bit harder at times when they needed to. So full credit to their defensive work.
And all of a sudden, we're at the tail end of this third quarter, Brad, and the Blues just can't score. Here we go. There's a little push. This
might be their opportunity.
It could be an opportunity. Ava Ma, she's tried hard. She's got players inside, but she goes bang. She understands it's the end of the quarter. Well done. Bevan's gone, I'm going to do this myself, but she's caught.
Great tackle. Great tackle. That was from, I think, Olive O'Brien, wasn't it? She's been really solid this quarter as well.
It's almost like the Tigers girls have been told to bring the mouthguards to training during the week. We're tackling. They've been inspired. Good little handball out to space by McNally, who's been huge. Again, Bevan's wrapped up. Bevan's wrapped up, and it's holding the ball. Unbelievable effort. And that's Fulton, who's been huge.
She's been fantastic. As have all the Tigers players. It couldn't be long to go in this quarter, though.
Runs out on the arc like all good smart players do. They should deal with this. The Blues have come off hands. Billy Hutton gets the ground ball. She's being held, but she was making the play. Hutton, she's rewarded with a free kick. Can she look inside? They've got one inside. She spots her. Well done. That's Lainey Mostert. Mostert puts it out to space. It's a good kick to the favour of her teammate. Ball hits the deck. The tackle pressure arrives. Play on's the call. It's bumped out in the tackle. Look at the Tigers. Tackle without it there. The free kick again. When you're first to the footy, Brad, you're rewarded with the free kick.
That's it. They're just winning the ball, winning the free kicks because of their ability to get in and get the ball first.
Wowee. It's all the signs of a boil over here at Neptune Homes Oval Broadbeach for our final grand final of the day with the QFAW TPIL Lawyers Women's Grand Final here. The Tigers got the first goal of that third quarter, which was the first of the game. They lead 1-8 to the Blues, who just have not been able to penetrate this defence of the Tigers. And we'll have a short break and we'll get ready for a ripping last quarter of action here.
You need a strong team. At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. When it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims, choose TPIL, the personal injury lawyers. Kicking goals for Queenslanders since 1983. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of AFL Queensland.
AFL 9s, it's footy for best mates looking to be teammates.
Cardio fiends after a bit of competition.
Legends of the game. Looking at making a comeback.
There's footy for when your week's pretty cooked, or for fitting it in between classes.
Ha! It's footy!
It's footy.
It's footy.
It's footy for me.
Welcome back for the last time for our Saturday evening footy, our grand final of the QFAW Division 2 South with the Tweed Coast Tigers. A bit of an upset looming here if they can finish the job. They're 1-8 ahead. Coolangatta just unable to score at the moment off the back of just sustained pressure by the Tigers. So you can see both huddles were willing each other on and lots of support there for the girls. Katie Patterson's last game at the club, she's been a figurehead here for the women for the Tigers. But the Blues, the best team all year, can they find something? All that good footy they've played, they need to produce something now and get the ball, get some territory and get some scoring shots, Brad.
Yeah, well, it's all to be done for Coolangatta now. So they haven't been able to score in 3 quarters of football. They need to score at least 2 goals in 1 quarter to take the victory. So it's all to be done for Coolangatta. And for Tweed Tigers, they've done the hard yards for 3 quarters. Can they hold on? Still
anyone's game. Low-scoring affair. But McNally, been awesome today. Pumps it into the 50, and this is massive. Territory straight away for the Tigers. Can they lock it in? Can they get a stoppage or a shot on goal? Do they swarm? They swarm with the tacklers holding the ball. Unbelievable scenes. They go forward. They play on the Tigers. There's a handball out in the open space. The Coolangatta player takes them on. And the Tigers are set up. It's set up across half-back. If they can win this ground ball, they can go back inside.
You made the call, McNally for mine. She's been super for the entire game. Her ability and her left foot kick has been fantastic, putting the ball inside 50 for the Tweed Tigers.
Hutton's been enormous in the ruck too. And the stoppages will suit the Tigers and the field territory because the Blues are going to have to score, well, 2 goals or at least three or four times to get ahead. So here we go. That girl again, McNally, dragged to the ground, but so good exit of defence there by the Coolangatta player. So there's a foot race. This is an important one-on-one. Cooley do well. They get the handball out. Right on the boundary line. We'll have a stoppage. We'll give enable the, you can see Toppy, the experienced Toppy here, just setting up.
But this suits Tweed Tigers. Stoppage after stoppage. Just run down the clock. Quarters go really fast at this level.
Ball's thrown up. Hutton goes at it with Elkerton. That's been a good battle. Hutton and Elkerton. Now it's on the ground. Elkerton follows up well. She's trying hard. She's trying to will her team on. The younger Coolangatta Blues team, they've been awesome all year. They need to find something in this last 10 minutes. Here we go, Hutton and Elkerton. They're at it again. Elkerton swarm. Just got half a handball out. Play on's the call. Oh, great hands. Great.
That's a very good mark down low.
It's a
slip catch.
It was a slips catch. We've got the Ashes later in the year, Maury. Here we go. Just the kick to the pocket there. Cooley pounce on this one. The Tigers are relentless. They're just locking it in at the moment. Every time Cooley pick up the footy, they're swarmed. But that one's just a little bit over the shoulder and in the back. So that is Yoriandi's for the Blues. That's a good attacking kick inside the corridor. It's a good kick, but it's dangerous because the Tigers have it on the out. They've got some pace too on the boot. There's a foot race. Hawkey wins that foot race. We know she's quick. Can they score the Tigers? The Blues are doing well to defend. They're holding back. Holding back the tsunami at the moment, it almost seems.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to counteract or counter-attack from their defensive end. Just take the game on. They've got a mark here. They can't really afford to take too much time because it allows Tweed Tigers to get numbers behind the ball and defend.
Oh,
Here's a chance.
It's got out the back. Have they got the leg speed? They do. They'll have to have a bounce or kick it straight away. It's an important one-on-one here. Topper gets it in front. She wins the one-on-one. Can she control the footy? Can she pick it up and keep her feet? She locks the ball in. Bevan does well. Oh, the ball spills out. There's a hold, but play on's the call. Cooley desperately trying to get forward and get a goal. Play on. There's a good tackle again. Girls are throwing themselves into the contest. Bevan has the ball at half forward, but the ball's smothered. Bevan goes again. She kicks it forward. What's the ball going to do? Stays in. A little soccer off the ground. Heading towards the boundary. The ball stays in. Good pick up, a good pressure. Good tackle by the Blues there. That was a strong tackle. Play on. No prior adjudicated. Held up there. Wow. We'll take a breath. There's a player down for Cooley there. Number 2 is a bit slow to get up. Ava Ma.
All players are desperate. A great opportunity for Coolangatta if they can get some ball on the outside now.
Well, it's in the right area if you're a Coolangatta Blue. They have it locked in the forward pocket, although it's the hard pocket to score from, Maury.
The way the game's gone at the moment, so we've just got an injured player. We would just stop play 4. But the way the game's going, Coolangatta really need to get a goal within the next couple of minutes because it's taken so long to kick just the one, so they need a goal from this stoppage inside their forward 50. But both teams are throwing themselves at the ball. The contest work has been fantastic. Can Tweed Tigers hold on, or can Coolangatta find a way to kick that first goal? Maybe it might open the floodgates for them.
So some stoppage time there with the injured player coming off. Of course, in the women's game, we only have the stoppages after the score or an injury.
Yeah, well, she's come straight off the ground and not through the interchange, so she's not going to go back out onto the field. Coolangatta will get a free kick here.
They might have addressed that one.
Oh.
She's gone through the
I'm not too sure if she went. Oh,
interchange.
the
second
interchange
time.
steward got her to go back on and through the interchange.
So Cooley enjoying a bit of possession, bit of field territory, but it's a throw on. Not paid, but follows up with a tackle. And play on. The umpire's just letting this go. Play on's the call. Handball on the out. They're out the back now, the Tigers.
It's all Coolangatta though.
No, the Blues are set up well.
Tweed Tigers got nearly every player defending the ground at the moment.
Well, they're pressing the Blues. They're pressing. Fulton again. Oh, wow. Played holding the ball. That is red hot.
It is hot.
Wow. Coolangatta get the free kick here. Fulton just took possession of the ball.
I have to say, Jules, it was just
strong tackle.
Watching here, I think the boys are given a little bit more privileges with the ball and prior opportunity. The girls is red hot.
So James doesn't make the most, Sierra James doesn't make the most of that free kick, and it's put out of bounds on the full. So those little things, the Blues will need to get that right if they're going to eat away into this margin. So the Tigers will do the...
no one on the mark.
The educated thing to go up the line. Here they go. Hawkey's been huge. Hawkey's put pressure on there and knocked the ball out of bounds.
That's a lasso, yeah. Tweed Tigers will get a free kick here.
Big one-on-one. Wow. Fulton is going to have another kick. There's plenty of Tigers yellow jumpers in the middle if she decides to take it on, but when you're protecting the lead, the smart thing to do would just be to go up the line. Getting maybe some advice from the Coolangatta bench there. Fulton goes up the line. Dooley presents. Tunneled under the ball. Play on's the call. She attacked that contest hard. Blues keep it in. They do well with a chain of handballs, although it's going to be chopped off. There's the yellow jumpers coming to swarm. And the Tigers get another free kick. They're first at the footy. They're winning these free kicks.
They are, and they know they just can keep the game, slow the game down, keep the ball close to the boundary line. Stoppages don't make any difference. We're almost, 8 minutes in, 12 minutes plus time on.
Just take it 30 seconds. That's smart by Megan Campbell.
I think the umpire needs to hurry her up. I mean, 30 seconds when you have a shot on goal, not in the field of play.
The left footer keeps it, hugs the boundary line, and that's pretty...
boundary throw in.
Pretty smart play. Pretty smart play. Eat another couple of seconds off the clock. Well, they're up on their feet, the Tigers supporters. They're all in that pocket there where the ball is at the moment. They're doing a few rotations. They've got fresh legs to come on. Hutton's been enormous. She gets it forward again. 2-on-1. They seem to have more numbers. They keep it in. Wow. Campbell. And that's a handy point. That's a handy point. That'll take it out to 1-3-9. The Blues almost need to kick 2 goals now, Maury.
They do. They have to kick 2 goals. So there's no points going to win the game now. There's only probably about 4 or 5 minutes, if that, to go. They've got to take the ball the whole length of the field yet to even look like scoring.
Wow. It just held off the ball there. The Tigers player went down to pick up the footy and just beeline the ball.
They've just been probably better at the one-on-one contest, getting first for the ball today.
Good kick, squared it up the mark. The player comes out on the lead, gets it on the second bite. Guess who it was? McNally. If they can get a goal, the Tigers, it'll be party time. That'll be it. But McNally, ball's in the pocket. It's a long way. Well, it's a good long torpedo kick out wide, but they're set up. They've been so disciplined with this, the Tigers. See what they can do now. They go back. They've got the spare. They keep rebounding, Brad.
Yeah, and look, I love how smart they are. Just slow the game down. They don't need to rush the ball now. But you've called her name that many times, and I've been really impressed, McNally. For mine, she's been the best player on the field, and she's been great defensively, but offensively, she's probably been one of the pivotal players for Tweed Tigers, moving that ball forward with her nice left foot kick. But yeah, you can't really see how Coolangatta are going to get this ball down the other end to score.
Unbelievable. A boil over looming. So the Blues are trying valiantly. They're trying to run. Look at this. She's going to try and do it herself. They try and exit this, but it just keeps coming back. There's the yellow wall set up across half back.
You're right, mate. They have set up beautifully, the Tweed Tigers. They've got numbers, so when Coolangatta try to exit 50, they're just kicking it to yellow and black jumpers now.
Here we go. The Blues are trying, but it's coming back in. Well done. Playing in front is the Coolangatta player there. See if she's got to almost take a risk and gut the middle here. And does. But that one just bounces in front. Sharp gets the handball. A little bit of time now onto the left. Top of the goal square. Dangerous one to deal with. Let's see who can get the crumb. A flying shot off the ground. Soccer style. Play on. Oh, there was a diving tap out of bounds there, but the umpire said we'll allow you to do that, and it's going to be a throw in as Fulton, the dangerous Fulton, runs down. There's a lot of players, a lot of Tigers jumpers congesting that pocket. Rucks go up. Dooley for the Tigers. A flying snap, smothered. Play on.
A goal here would seal it. McNally, is she the one?
Wow. Or Fulton.
Yeah, well, she's been the other one that's been really strong in this half as well.
That mark wasn't paid, or was it?
Fulton and McNally, fantastic games, both of them.
Ball up, top of the goal square. Ball bobbling around, hard to see any clean possessions here. The Blues, they get the ball out, but it's going out of bounds again. No, it's kept in by Sharp. She does well. Coolangatta player drops the mark. Players the call. The Tigers are just queuing up here. And here's that yellow wall, ready to pump it back in. Bevan's on it. No, Bevan's just dropped back. So there'll be a ball up. Coolangatta trying to get some fresh legs on the field for this last couple of minutes.
McNally with the handball out was fantastic again. Contested ball she's won over and over again.
Sharp, number 11's been good on the wing here in this last term too. She's been able to get out on her own and get the ball back inside the 50. So umpire moving things quickly.
We're into time on now, Jules. It's going to be really hard for Coolangatta. And look who it is who's won the free kick.
Yeah. Wow, she's been huge, Brad. It's just been dominant, hasn't she, in every area of the ground.
First for the ball all the time.
Across
clean
half
with the ball.
back, yep, overhead, on the ground, been enormous, man. And this would be an inspirational goal. They'll almost jump the fence if she does this.
You wait for the reaction from the Tweed Tigers group. They came in, no one expected them to win with Coolangatta being the dominant side.
Well, she's ended up spotting up a target right next to the point post, and this will be a tough shot. There'll have to be a round-the-body snap. Who's got it here? I can't quite see. Is it Dooley?
It doesn't make any difference, I don't think, Jules. They're going to win the game, the Tweed Tigers. They're going to take out this year's grand final against the undefeated Coolangatta Blues.
Unbelievable. And it's grand finals, isn't it, Brad? It is a classic grand final. She'll have the shot, Campbell, but it doesn't matter. She didn't take her time. The Tigers are streaming off the bench. They're jumping the fence. They want to get involved because there's been a boil over here at Neptune Homes Oval Broadbeach in the QFA Division 2 South Women's Grand Final. The Tweed Coast Tigers, they've won a flag against all odds. They've come from nowhere, beaten the fancied Coolangatta Blues, who were valiant, tried very hard, but at the end of the day, it was just the absolute grand final type pressure that was for 4 quarters for the Tigers that got them over the line, and the territory battle all afternoon. So congratulations to the Tigers. Your best players from a Tigers point of view, I think you look no further than
McNally was fantastic.
McNally?
She was absolutely fantastic from the start of the game all the way through. I was really impressed with the way she went about her game, and I thought she was the pivotal player between the two. The other one I really did like, and I think you called her name a number of times as well, was Fulton.
Fulton, yep.
I think Fulton was fantastic as well. But they had a number of winners across the ground, the Tweed Tigers, but full credit to them. When you get to a grand final, it doesn't matter what's happened throughout the course of the season. It's a 2-horse race, and if you are prepared to work a little bit harder and put your head over the ball and and work together as a collective group, which I think Tweed Tigers did a little bit better than Coolangatta today, then you get the just reward. So well done to Coolangatta. Obviously, it was a tough game, only the 1-goal kick, but both groups of girls put out a fantastic performance. It was great to watch. But full credit to the Tweed Tigers, and I'm sure they will celebrate long into the evening.
I think they will. Probably hear them from my place at Pottsville, Maury. But Maddie Campbell, number 34, deserves a mention. She was huge. Mitchell, number 9, the captain, was fantastic at times. Chantel Brown, duels, caught everything that came her way in the forward line, so that was huge, as well as Billy Hutton in the ruck. Blues had a lot of girls tried very hard. Collins was really good. Abby Bevan was huge as well. I liked Sierra James, number 20, in the ruck, as well as Luna Elkerton in the ruck, yeah. So, look, the Blues can be proud of their season. They'll be disappointed not to get the chocolates on the last day. But the Tweed Coast Tigers, just with that extra, probably inspiration with their coach, with Katie Patterson, the player coach, heading back to Melbourne and leaving the club, they wanted to send her off in style, and they've certainly done that. So, again, the score, the Tweed Coast Tigers were low-scoring affair, 1 goal, 3-9, and it's a credit to them to keep a team scoreless in a grand final is massive. Coolangatta are unable to score here this afternoon, but we'll leave it at that. We'll sign off here from the live stream. It's been a pleasure to call it with you, Brad Moore.
Yeah, you too, Jules. It's been a great afternoon. The men's grand final was fantastic. A close game, and that one just as good. So, no, it's been a pleasure, mate.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Celebrate with it, mate. That was really good. It's good. Enjoying your club. I will get back to it.
Yeah, well, sure.
All right, thank you.
See you, mate.
Take off.
Safe night, mate. Watch the Suns, eh?
to announce tonight's best on ground. I'm delighted that player judged best on field from the Tweed Tigers, number 32. Unfortunately, early in the grand final day, there is always a runner-up. But on behalf of the Coolangatta Football Club, please welcome Matt Ashton up to the stage and say a few words. First and foremost, now to our premiers, I'd like to invite up Flip Coast head coach Katie Patterson to receive her premiership medal in the men's football. To say a few words on behalf of the premiers. It is now time to present our premiers with their medallions. So in number order, the Tweed Coast starting with number 2, Brooke Hawkey. Number 5, Lady Moster. Number 11, Simone Sharp. Number 16, Megan Campbell. Number 18, Ruby Vandendreek. Number 21, Caitlin Newton. Number 32, the best on ground tonight, Alana McNally. Number 34, Maddie Campbell. Number 35, Ricky Warren. Number 41, Billy Hutton. Number 42, Cassidy Tarbo. Number 45, Ollie O'Brien. Number 46, Priscilla O'Brien. Number 50, Jasmine Harkin. Number 52, Isabel Hopper. Number 55, Amy Fulton. Number 77, Rachel Kelly. Slightly out of order, but number 40, Diane Italy. And then lastly, co-captain, number 4, Chantel Brown. And number 9, Jessica Mitchell. I'll ask Chantel and Jessica to stay on stage, and I would invite Katie as head coach back up. And I'll ask Nicole to make this official and hand over the TPI Warriors QFAW Division 2 South Premiership Cup to the Tweed Coast Tigers.